Hi guys, it's Evelina here. In this series of videos, I will be sharing with you one by one each of the postures of Ashtanga Vinyasa Primary Series. Every week I will be adding one video where we will have a deep look into the proper alignment of each of the postures. So let's start today with the first posture of Surya Namaskara A, Sun Salutation A, which is Samasthiti. Samasthiti means equal standing. This posture is a great way to develop awareness of our body and at the very beginning of the practice to become fully present with our body. And it seems to be super simple when you just look at that. It's just simple standing. However, it is actually much more complex. So let's have a look into that. First of all, we want to have our feet parallel to each other. Ideally, if they are together. If you're not able to keep your feet together because your knees are bothering you, you might a little bit open your feet, separating them and giving a little space in between your legs. If it's possible, keeping your feet together exactly parallel to each other and grounding yourself through the four corners of your feet. So we have four sides of the feet which we want to be pressing equally to the floor. Very often, because of our body posture, because of our habits, our body might be leaning maybe to the back in case when we have anterior pelvic tilt, so when our hips are leaning in that direction and the bum is sticking back, then we are bringing much more weight towards the heels. If we have posterior pelvic tilt, then we might be leaning more towards the forward parts of the feet. So we really want to direct our body weight equally over all the four sides of the feet. Now let's have a look into our upper parts of the body. So first, knees. We want to keep them straight, however we don't want to hyperflex. So if you can see that now I'm hyperflexing my knee, and actually I am relying only on the knee joint when I'm standing in that way. So I want to keep my knees straight, however I don't want to hyperflex them, hyperextend them. So I need to microbend them by engaging my quads and by lifting the kneecaps up. So you can see that difference. Now I'm hyperextending, now I'm bending, now I'm actually lifting my kneecaps and engaging the thighs. So that's the way how we want to have our legs aligned. Let's have a look into our pelvic. So the pelvic floor muscles, which are the muscles right down in this area of your body, you want to keep that engaged actually during all the practice of Ashtanga Vinyasa. And this is called moola bandha. So you are basically squeezing all the muscles down there gently without too much pressure, without too much tension, and keeping that engagement. Next thing, we want to be having our pelvis in neutral position. So as I mentioned already before, no anterior, no posterior, no leaning to one of the sides, trying to really find that center in your body and having your hips right underneath the shoulders. So not too much to the back, not too much to the front, right below the shoulders. Belly engaged. Lower belly is gently engaged during all the practice as well. And this is a Uddiyana bandha, which we are also using during the practice of Ashtanga Vinyasa. However, you want to still keep breathing deeply all the time throughout the practice using the diaphragmatic breath. So with every inhale and exhale, your upper belly and your chest are expanding. However, your lower belly is gently contracted, is giving that support, that stability into every of your postures. Now, spine is long, straight and extended. So we are really trying to be as straight as possible. Top of the head is pointing straight up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Our shoulders are rolled back and down. However, they are in the relaxed position. You don't want to be creating any kind of tensions in here. Arms down with your fingers pointing down and gazing straight to the front. Thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe, share, and stay tuned for the next upcoming videos.